Hey, what's up? Uh, no, no, no. I just put it on hold. I just put it on hold. Yeah, yeah. So you saw the stuff. Now you see the stuff. No, no, no. It's good. I'm about to but but no, I appreciate it though. All right. Yeah.
Take care.
Yeah. Yes, you too.
I'll stop by though, like.
Yeah. Do that.
Okay. Bye.
All right. All right. All right. Oh man, I had the I had the I had the whole button. That's my little whole thing. And anyway, side customer. That person used to work for me, so it's like I'm holding. I'm like, okay, I'm holding on too long. But anyway, I'm ready to get started. I'm ready to get rocking and rolling. Let me see what's going on here. Let me check everything before I do anything. Make sure I am here. Make sure everything is sound. Everything is safe and sound. And we're good to go, right? And then, so I got this Dyson that I was trying to explain the other day. I was trying to explain the other day. Okay, you could say it like that. I was trying. I was trying to explain how to put the this back on, and I drew pictures and everything. Where's my little pictures at? I was drawing pictures to try to explain it, and it just wasn't. It wasn't clicking. So I figured, let me just do this real quick. But ultimately, I got this experiment I'm doing right now. So if anyone wants to join in, they can join in on this experiment. I'm just trying to see. This here is a ego blower, and it just wasn't. It wasn't functioning. So I'm like, can I fix this? So, I'm gonna give it a shot. All right, just for fun. I'm hoping I can knock it out in an hour. I have to make a run, and if I can knock it out in an hour, man, I would be so excited. But the first thing I want to do is just do my best to explain what I was trying to say here, and get that out the way. Okay, just kind of get that out the way. So I'm gonna put on my gloves. If you're brand new to the channel, if you're just passing through, say what's up. That's no problem. All right. Put on my little Venom steel gloves, and I don't even have a link in the description for my little ego thing. I sold a few of these little guys, man. We bought some pallets, and this one here is not working. So I'm like, let me try to fix this thing. Let me see if I can fix it. All right. You know, let me see if I can fix it. I can fix it. I'm good. I'm good enough to fix it. Who knows, right? But and you have to feel positive about yourself. All right. So I have a tiny little parable I wanna share with you while I get my stuff together here. My overhead camera is down, so I'm just gonna have to adjust this one to look down on what I'm doing. So we'll see how that works. So a man bought two seeds. Okay. And so one of the seeds said, in this story, seeds can talk. One of the seeds said, I'm going to wait for when the soil is right, when the weather's right, when there's enough rain, there's enough sunlight before I go into the ground properly. So just kind of give me, just wait and I'll tell you when. The other seed said, well, look, I know circumstances are just not perfect, so just throw me into the ground and we'll see what happens. Couple of months later, you have one. Let's call it years. One tree is growing, and one tree is giving shade, and eventually fruits and whatever, and the other one is withered up and waiting for the right moment. So it's never the right moment. All right, you're gonna have to go at it and fall and bruise your knees and get back up, and during the process we get stronger and faster and better and the whole deal. So that's it. Is that cool? Nice little parable to start Monday morning off, right? All right, so let me turn this camera down to here and let's see what the deal is. If my explanation worked. The person was asking about putting this back on, and man, I'm gonna have to make sure I send him the link so he can see this video. Hopefully I do a good enough job to explain this, but I am gonna eventually get to this guy in a second. Okay, so don't forget to like and subscribe, folks. All right, so here we go. All right, most of these Dysons, let me turn this camera down, so let's see if we can do this right. Yeah, that's good. All right, and maybe I can give a little close-up on it. Let me get my mousey thing here. Let's bring it in. Let me see if I can get a little closer for you while I'm doing this. Closer, 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 and that's fair. Let's see if I can send it over. Let me see. I'm gonna look up and see how it looks in the vertical. Just give me just a second. I'm just trying to make the adjust. Okay, yeah. That works. All right. Let's see. Yep. That's good. All right. So this is probably a T9, a torque screw 9. So I believe it could be an 8, but I think it might be a 9. Let's see what this is. Or 10 even. It might be a 10. Let me see. Am I wrong? Yeah, I'm wrong. Holy cow. Well, it was good that you can just, test it. Okay. Let me just test this one. Okay, good. This feels right, but I want to make sure it's not going to slip. What's this? This feels perfect. Which one is this one? Let me put my glasses on. Damn, I was off. This is a T15. I was way off. All right, so let's take this down. Now, they're not all the same, right? All of the Dysons, they're not exactly the same, but the ones that have the balls like this, the ones that have the ball like this, are very similar, okay? So what you would do is you recline it, all right, and that kind of allow you to separate this section right here, okay? All right? And then this will you would have to slide this right off. This comes off, all right? Let's see if we can get this off. Now it's off, right? And I'm hoping that he's talking about this section here. But if he was further down and he went into the circuit board area, can I find the comment? Let me see if I can find a comment. And this way, you know, I don't want to get it wrong. So just give me a second, folks. I'm sorry about this. I don't want to get this wrong, and I want to make sure I'm answering his question exactly as he asked it, all right? Wow, I have two of them I have to get back to. Okay, so guys, as the reason I'm doing this, I'm not sure if I let you know earlier, but you can leave your comments on my page and my different videos, and I'll be more than happy to walk you through things. Okay. Okay, here. But was we're gonna replace in 15 minutes? Nope, that's not it. Okay. Mine cracked. Mine. Nope, that's not it either. Thanks for your assistance. I enjoyed watching the video. Ultimate. Okay. Just sorry about that, guys. I just want to make sure I get to the right one where the guy was asking me a question about this. Thank you so much. Okay, good video. Struggling Dyson photo. Here it is. Here it is. I found it. I found it. Let me see if I can share the screen with you. Okay. Okay. Shrink this. And let's shrink this. Let's see what it looks like if I send it over to this side. Let's see what it looks like. Okay. Here it is, right here. Okay, hi, good video. I'm struggling with a DC41 PCB housing. I can't get it to sit properly. Any tips on how to locate it, or picture a picture of one in place that would be great. Thanks, Nick. All right, Nick. I totally skipped. This was like 2 weeks ago, man. I responded to Nick and I tried to make a video. I sent him a link over here, and I think it's best that I send him this link so I can probably show. Now, this is not exactly a DC41, but it's very close to what he was asking about. Okay, so what I'm gonna do is let me get back down here then. All right, let me get back here. All right, let's get back here. Okay, so very close to that. So Nick, if he's talking about this, it's really just putting the screws back in. Okay, but there is one part about this that you're gonna have to be aware of. If it's this part he's talking about, okay, it's just honestly, man, it's just following the steps. And if you notice, these have clips, 1, 2, 3, like this, and then clips on this side. Nope, honestly, screws on this side, right? And I think one more, but let's see. Let's take this off, because if it's not this, then it's this, okay? And then I can try to show it on both of them, all right? Okay, so we'll see. All right, like I said, they're not exactly the same, these units, but they're very similar. Okay, now if you notice, this is already kind of up this side here, right? So the only thing left are going to be the clips on this side. All right, I may have to put you guys on hold a second. I think I have some people coming in here to drop off cleaner, so just give me a second. All right, I'm gonna put you on hold. It's gonna be like this old video, like what you saw at the very beginning of the video here. Okay, let me try to get this up here, guys. Give me a second. Hey, hey.
I'm Laura. I spoke to you a little while ago.
Hi, Laura.
I got a million pieces. I'll bring them all in.
You're gonna bring
Where do you want me to?
million pieces are fine. Laura, I will. Let me see. Right there is fine.
Here?
Yep, right there's fine. couldn't even hear me all this time. I had the mic down. Golly, man. God, I tell you. So what I'm gonna do, I'm gonna end up just kind of, I'm trying to move this out the way, but it's possible that this is gonna keep trying to move. See this? So you may have to also deal with stuff like that. See that? Okay. So be mindful that that might also get in your way while you're trying to. If not, you may have to cut it off. All right, guys. Okay. Oh man, I was supposed to do that before. Guys, sorry about this. Damn it. That's my little alarm. Supposed to be wrapping up soon. All right, let's do it again. So we recline, and let's do this all over again, okay? Because what I'm trying to do is I'm trying to get this in the track. I'm trying to kind of squeezing it together, because if you don't, this thing is just gonna keep bending. So I'm gonna end up cutting this off. You see that? It's a problem. And a lot of people, I'm glad it's happening now, because a lot of people are gonna be dealing with this. See right there? So I'm just gonna take this guy off. I don't need him in the way at all. All right? Okay. But now that you did that, you don't have like a what do you call that? You don't have a guide, so you're gonna have to be real mindful that you don't have a guide to do this. Okay? And what I mean a guide is like the first one that's going to kind of show you the way. Like it's going to show you the way. In other words, let's say this was a guide and I can see this. Now it's not here. Now I can't see, right? So you're going to really have to utilize this other side, because this is missing, to kind of like, okay, let me kind of go along the same path that this side is going, you know, and push it up. All right, now that it's up, you're gonna have to make sure that these guys here sit as comfortable as possible. You still have to account for this in here. All of this is a part of this damn thing, okay? So there's no easy way to do this. If you're gonna mess with this, just be prepared that you're gonna have to just, it's what it is, man. You're just gonna have to be ready for this, for what comes along with this, okay? You're gonna have to be ready for it. All right. Hold on. Come on, baby. Because everybody's gonna have to fit nice and snug in order for this to work. Now, I don't have it quite all the way there yet. I'm almost there, but there's a gap, right? So just feel your way around. I think part of the gap is this guy right here. So I gotta fix this guy. This lower guy right here, he's interrupting. He's interrupting my flow. He's like that guy. There's a song. There's a song I like called One Dance by Barris Hammond. He talks about a guy that he's at this dance, and this girl wants to dance with him. He's like, this guy's in my way, and the fact is, he's the one that's in the way, because the guy, that's his girl, you know. So he's like, she want one more dance, and he's across the door looking at us. I can't have him looking at us while I'm trying to get one more dance. Like, dude, you're the one that's you're in the way right now. Dance with the guy's girl. Anyway. Okay, I think I got it. All right, so now it's down. Okay? This guy had to be secured first, and then make sure this guy is in here, and then you can go ahead and start your stuff. So let's see if we can wrap this up. Let's see if we can wrap this guy up here. Is he in all the way? we can wrap them up, then we're good. And don't force it, because if something is blocking, then that's letting us know that somebody is out of the way. And right now, this is telling me somebody's out the way. And it's this blasted dude right here. This guy right here, man. And you don't want to force this, because you can end up messing up the you can mess up the what do you call it? The wiring. The wiring can get cut, and then you're in trouble. All right. It's like this whole thing was messed up. Let me take this out. This whole thing was already messed up already. Hold on, let me take this out. Give me a second. This needs to be snapped in all the way. This is not. Look at this. So we have more trouble than we even knew that we had. Yep. Yeah, this guy is this little guy here is a pain in the, you know what? Why are you like this? Hold on. This is your little slider. These guys are supposed to clip in nice and snug, and they're not. That's a whole nother problem right there. Alright, let's try it. Let's try it again. He goes in a little slider. This guy goes on to here. These guys go in here. Alright. Come on, baby. Stop messing around with me. And unfortunately, when it comes to stuff like this, you're just gonna have to be patient, man. Because if you rush it, you'll end up messing something up. Alright, and so this slider goes up and down this deal. Are you ready? Alright, let's try it again. Nice and easy. Put this guy back. Oh, they had fun making these machines, bro. I'm telling you, they had fun. They're like, yeah, let's mess this. Let these guys try to fix this now. We'll show them. Now, I wouldn't even mind putting a piece of black tape over this damn thing to make sure that it doesn't move, but that's the nature of it. Okay, now it's back in. Golly. That was like that was not enjoyable. I don't have fun messing with these balls. Stupid, man, I tell you. I didn't mean that like that. I just said I don't like messing with these. I don't like messing with these. If you have the patience and you're very you're like the watchmaker type of person, this is great. If you're not, this will drive you nuts. Okay? All right, so now this is out the way. Done. Let me move this out the way, and hopefully I can help that person and he was able to see that. So now I'm curious about this. Let me go get the battery, and let me show you what's happening with this. Okay. All right, so our battery is full. Gigantic batteries, these things. All right. Battery is full. I'll tell you this, if you have one of these blowers though, just be prepared that you're gonna have some strong arms, all right? So now it's not turning on. Okay? So I don't know what's causing it not to turn on. I've never worked on these before, and I'm curious enough to want to see what the hell's going on. Right? Because I like this little thing. Right? And even if I don't sell it, I would use it for myself. So, because the one I have at home is a Skill, I think, or Craftsman, one of the two. And it's not as powerful as these guys. So let's take this out. And if you have one and you not sure if you should mess with it, I'll let you know if it's a mistake to mess with it. Okay? I'm gonna let you know right now. You'll find out by watching me stumble if that's what happens, or succeed if that's what happens. All right. All right, So this is, I think it's a 15 I'm using. Let's see, this is a T15? Yes, this is a T15. Now, when I get down to this section, it's a smaller one. Alright, let me just make sure I'm not imagining things. Yep, it is smaller. So this might be a T10. What is this? This is a T10. Let me see. Yep. This is a T10 down here. And before we take it all off, let's just kind of make sure that I can't find my little magnet right now, but I'm not going to worry about it. Oh yes, I can. There it is, right here. Let's not mix up my screws. I'm gonna put these other ones. Actually, you know what? Let me take all these other ones and put them in that. Put this here, and I'm gonna put these guys over here, and I'm gonna sort these guys out later. All right. So far we know we have a T15 and a T10. All right. So let's try to do this neatly. One way you can just turn everything over and just let it fall on the ground, but you might lose stuff. So I'll just use this little magnet and collect them. Take these guys out. Okay. Here's where I'm gonna have to turn it over. You ever did this and the stuff just fall and now that you can't find a screw? I've done that many times. Okay, so now I don't think I can get it all apart by just doing this. I think there's more to it, because there's screws underneath this. Okay, but no, you can't. It's not gonna happen. Number one, you're gonna end up having to cut this guy. Number one, you're gonna have to cut him, and then you're probably just gonna have to move them out the way. That would allow you the space to move this apart from each other. So let's go for it. So you're gonna have to go with the bottom. All right, let's do it. Really? Look like someone tried to mess with it before and round out the screw. That, or I'm wrong. And if I'm wrong, I prefer to be wrong, but I need to know that I'm wrong. What T is this here? It's a 15 again. Let's make sure that I'm not mistaken. Because I could be mistaken. And you don't want to be mistaken. Okay. Okay. Oh, damn. I think these guys beat Hoover. I saw a commercial for Squarespace the other day, and they had a Kirby vacuum in that commercial. A Generation 3, I think. Or was it a Legend? No, not a Legend. Or a Diamond. But it was a Kirby. I was like, a Kirby vacuum? They're using a Kirby vacuum on this commercial. It was something else. All right, this came off. And now it has a hidden screw in here. All right. All right, let's see. Let's see if I can get inside this thing. And if you've ever wondered, now you're gonna find out. Let's see if we can open it now. I still have to slice this because they put this here. And if you're good and you can peel it without slicing it, go for it. Okay. Let's see. Let's see what we got. Where's my blade? I got this kind of blade. My neighbor told me to get one of these. So I'm going to end up using this. All right. Don't mind my blade, okay? It's not a traditional utility blade. Let me try to peel it off so I don't have to cut it. Here it is. Now, let's see if I can get this apart. I'm curious. I want to know what's causing this thing not to turn on. And if I can do something about it. If not, then, you know, what the hell. Okay. don't move too fast because this fell out. I want to make sure that I know exactly how it's supposed to be in here, okay? All right, these two things fell out, so let me see something. You're here. How'd you fall out of here? Come on, let's not play games. You know, I'm not in the mood for games today. Hold on. Hold on. Was this like this? See, he fell without me. I thought I was looking at it carefully, and then I didn't. It looks like this should be down this way. I swear it looks like it should be sitting like this. Okay, but I could be wrong. I'll figure it out though. You know, and this was here. Shit. You know, I'm not happy. All right, let me take a picture of this section the way I have it right now, so I can come back and at least I have like where I'm at with it, and then I'll pull this to the side and I'll figure it out later. You know what I'm saying? It can't be here. Can it be here? Okay, so that looks fine. Okay, but then I don't want to spend too much time here, because that will throw up. I know what to do now. It's in here. Yes, that makes sense now. Look at that. Okay. Yes. Look at that. Okay, so let me take a picture of that then. Alright, that was good. Alright, so that's this part. Okay? Alright, so now, wow, this is a little bit more than I thought. This is more than I thought, folks. This is more than I thought. Okay, so you have... This is more than I thought. Wow. Man, I wish I had more time for this one. Okay, all right, so look, this is what it looks like you have here. You have two circuit boards and this guy here. You have this guy here, right? And you have your, shit. What are we identifying here? Damn. All right, so what I'm gonna do, let me take a picture real quick, because I'm gonna take everything apart. Because I just, when you're not sure, and you're just the first time messing with something, it's probably best for you to do that. Take a picture of how everything is set up before you start taking stuff out. Because then you'll end up not knowing where things go, and now you're stuck. So all these levers are just doing this for me. On and off. On, off. On, off. On, off. Right? And then this now is also like a breaker or a micro switch of sorts. And then this is a power. You know what? I have a feeling this is not even working over here. This knob, it's not moving anything. Nothing is moving underneath this. So let's do this. Let's take this off first. Come on, man. We're gonna do this. Watch. Okay. That guy down there don't look like he's doing anything. And I think that knob is a very important, damn, what the hell I just hit? That knob's a very important part of the way this thing works. So it may not be that thing. Now remember, I fix vacuums and shampoos. Not these. But I'm curious. All right, I'm curious enough to see what's causing this not to work. All right. Okay. Okay. All right. Let's lift this up. They glued it in pretty good with the little silicone stuff, so let's be careful. Let's be surgical. Let's be surgical. Don't want to damage any of the connectors. Can this come up? Can it come up? Can it come up? Can it come up? Okay. I'm just moving this little goo out the way. Just give me enough room to move. Okay. Can it come up? All right. So what I was looking for, I was looking back here. Let me show you. You see this knob, and there's a little black thing, and I notice when I'm turning it, nothing is really moving, right? Now, I don't know if it's supposed to move. It may not even be a thing, right? But that gave me enough of a clue that maybe whatever's under here is not connected or something. Maybe, right? I could be wrong, but I'm now I want to explore. And I'm just trying to pry it without. I don't want to break anything, so I'm just trying to pry it. I just want to see if it, because you're gluing it in for a reason, right? Damn. Okay. Can this come off? Can this guy pop out? If he can pop out easy, it would have fell out on this side. We don't, probably can't come out. Let's keep going. Let's keep going. Especially when you don't know what you don't know what's underneath here. So that's the mystery. you don't know what's underneath, so you don't know what you don't want to, you know what I mean? You don't want to break nothing. And all of a sudden you pull it apart and you successfully pull it apart and broke it. Both sides. Oh, damn it. I can't. Oh my gosh. All right. How about this? Sometimes, man, it's a good reason why this stuff is so difficult. Let me see if I can do something else first. Then. Let me see if I can check this switch. Because what I notice is that this switch, well, this switch, oh, I know why. This switch is not supposed to stay on. This switch only stays on when I press this button. This is to give more power. This is the turbo. And I was already assuming that this switch is broken because it didn't, it's supposed to snap back. So this gives it turbo. Okay. So the problem is it's not turned on at all, right? And this is the trigger. This is the trigger, right? This point. This is the trigger. This is turbo. But this turns it on. Or, see that? This turns it on. Okay. Let's try it one more time. Let's try this thing one more time, guys. I'm gonna try it one more time. This time I'm gonna have the battery in it. Let's put you back down here. And let's see. Let's try it one more time. I'm gonna put the battery in. I'll put the battery in. You know what to do. Come on, let's line up. Come on. Let me get all this out the way. Let me get all this out the way. Now that I know how they're supposed to fit, let me just get you sized up. Come on, buddy. Am I doing this right? Oh, I see what happened. Oh, I see it. Okay. So now this is moved out the way. Oh. You look at that. Okay, so let me force it. Let me force it on my own.
Call from Ruby Jones.
Damn.
Call.
Want to run back and this is where I'm gonna help you? Okay. This to install or to check? Oh, I see. Okay. Honestly, we service central vacuums. We can purchase a central vacuum motor, but installing it through the frame, there's a place in Charlotte that they actually do central vacuum installation. Look up Electrolux central vacuums in Charlotte. They do the entire system. It's Electrolux Central Vacuum. It may also be Aris, A-R-U-S. That company. It may go by A-R-U-S. But Electrolux Central Vacuum system. Sorry to put you guys on hold like that. I'm almost done with this though. All right, so let's try this one more time. Okay, I'm gonna force the battery. I want to see if what I'm getting here, because everything is just like super locked in and tight, and I can't seem to get a read on this thing. Okay, so my battery is in. See, the on and off is not triggering. So the only thing I'm gonna end up having to do is I'm gonna mess with this myself though. I'm gonna start checking to see if I have any continuity from this section over here going into this guy. But I can't seem to right now. I can't seem to get to this on and off switch, because if the on and off switch is not doing its job, then nothing is going to be triggered. Beyond that, shit, man. Beyond that, I may just have to sell the battery by itself. You know, because I'm not sure. Let me take this off. I'm not sure what this thing is. I'm gonna have to look into this. I'm not sure what this guy is. Some kind of transformer of sorts or something. Relay, maybe. I don't know. I'm gonna figure out what this thing is. I'm gonna have to find a way to identify this. Basic switch is not a problem because this is just giving more power, so we're really not worried about this guy. This is to activate the blower, right? This switch here. But this switch over here is what turns it on. Now, you can hear it clicking, right? I just can't seem to get to it. So I'm going to make another attempt. At this point, guys, if this thing it's not worth anything if it's not working, right? So I'm not going to be afraid anymore to break anything on the hair at this point, because at this point it's junk. You see what I'm saying? So let's eliminate the fears and let's try to take this thing out. How's that? All right. I've already come to that conclusion, and let's see. Let's see. At this point, I'm just gonna try to pry it open, and I'm not gonna be worried about whether or not I break it at this point now. Okay. I would love for it to not break, but I've assumed that I've lost. I've lost this. I'm making an assumption now that I have no other choice. Come on. So if I break it, then it's like, Wayne, then you broke it. Yeah, I know I broke it. Oh wow, it looked like it's. Oh my God, is it fused together? Is it fused together? It's moving with it. Can I get this off? Damn it, man. This thing here. This knob. Oh my gosh.
What's up, my brother?
Yo! What's going on, man?
All right, you?
Just watching you take over the world.
Ah,
What you up to, man?
nothing, man. Nothing. Just trying to get settled, and back to the basics again.
Okay. Were you on vacation?
Yeah, I was in Thailand.
Oh, nice. Nice. You have to say be careful of Thailand, man. You may not want to come back.
Yeah, I came
Is
back.
that true?
But, yeah, they kept us busy the whole time, man. They ain't had no time off. I'm like, man, they got no time to do nothing.
Wow.
Yeah, every time I tap around, we going here, we going there. I'm like, let me have some time to do something stupid in Thailand.
That's a positive problem you have right there, man. I've never been. Hold on, let me put this on hold here real quick. Yeah, what's going on?
I need to buy 7 bags, brother.
7 bags. Right next to you right there.
I got it right here.
Oh, you got it. Okay. What is this? That's another scene. Thailand. I don't even know what they meant by that. I think they were talking about those. You ever heard people say stuff about passport bros or whatever? And I guess those are the guys that go overseas to look for, I guess, wives and things like that. I'm like, dude, I can't see why you don't see that. That's probably not a good idea to go. I mean, hey, and I'm not saying like people overseas are not good. I'm just saying there's an incentive, a built-in incentive that may not work well for everybody. You know, there's a built-in incentive to. Nah, man, I ain't messing with this no more. This I'm trying to get it, but I can't seem to get this guy separated from this, and I haven't messed with this long enough, and I haven't done any research on videos to see if anybody know how to pull this apart to know whether or not this is even the right way to go about it. Let me see something. I'm just messing with it for the first time. Let me see. Because some things you can pop off, you know, and then other things you can't. And I don't know. Let me do a check. Let me do a check real quick, man. There's got to be somebody out there who's taken remove the eco blower handle switch or something. Let me see. Remove Ego blower switch, or even change the switch. Let me see. Oh my God, I did all of that and I got nothing. Let me see. Replace. You know when you're typing and you're not looking at the screen, so you don't see what you're doing. Ego blower. Let me see if someone's had to have made a video like this, man. This is YouTube. Somebody had to. Look at this guy. This guy's doing it. How to replace the. All right. Okay, I got this guy here. No volume. Let me see if I can share my browser with you guys. And where are you? Not video capture, window capture. Let's do it again. Okay. Okay. All right. Let's see what you're talking about. All right, let's see if we can fast forward this. Oh my gosh. What did I just do? Okay, him. Go back. This guy. I'm trying to get to where I can see the volume. Oh my gosh, man. Dude. Okay, here we go. You know when you can shrink. There it is. I can see the. I want to move ahead. That's where I'm at right there. I'm at that point right there. Okay. Oh no, I don't need that. Is he gonna get to a switch? Yes. He's gonna get to the switch. Move ahead. He's gonna switch. He took the stuff out. Okay. All right. Those things are still there, right? I'm there. Okay. All right. The turner, right? I'm right there. All right. Okay. Okay. Up. I know that. Yep. Okay. Got it. Okay. Okay. Where is he? Okay, there's a replacement kit. Okay, damn. Did he take all of that out already? Oh my God, he fast forward. Okay, whoa, time out. It looks like that's all part of the same deal. Does it come? Oh my God. Oh man, he's just skipped ahead. He just skipped ahead. Let me do it again. Pushing these wires through the channel. Okay, next. Run the 3 wires back. Look at it. He skipped ahead. I don't see. But I noticed. You know what I noticed? I tell you what I did notice. Okay, he skipped ahead. That's fine. But guess what I did notice? I noticed that this, he had removed the whole damn thing. Boom! That's how it comes out. Coño, bro. Look at that. Okay. See, he skipped ahead, but I already noticed that he moved the whole thing. There you go. So you don't separate this. Shit. So what is causing the problem? Who is not doing their job? See? So this comes all to, I'm not going to go buy the whole kit. No, that's not going to happen. I'm not doing that. No, I'm not doing that. No. I'm not doing that. But I would love to see what part of this is not doing its job, man, because I guarantee you it's just one function. one little guy is not connected, or one guy, the wire. Oh, you know what's possible? Look at this. Tell me if this is not possible. Oh my God. You see that snag right there? You see that snag next to right there? Is it possible that that's severed? Shit. Is it possible that that's severed and that's what's causing it? I don't know. Maybe not. Maybe not. All right, I'm done with this. I just wanted to give it a try, guys. I wish I had something more exciting and something more adventurous, and we were able to have a breakthrough. But he just replaced the whole kit, and I'm trying to find out what can cause this, and it's going to take a little bit of work to kind of isolate the disconnect. But something is, it can't just be the whole thing is messed up. There's a disconnect somewhere. Somebody is not receiving. Somebody's not receiving. The communication is just got disconnected somewhere along this path. It's just hard to tell where. All right. Well, thanks for hanging with me on this little adventure. Even if all you figured out was how to take this thing out. That's all it was. He was like, well, at least Wayne, I figured out I have to take the whole thing out together. I mean, imagine if I successfully separated this thing from here. That would have been like a disaster, right? But it's already busted, man. I'm just gonna end up selling the battery and the charger by itself, and I'll just experiment on this thing. Damn. I hate giving up. Damn it. Pissed me off. And I put a different battery on this too, and it didn't work. So it's not the battery itself. I put a different battery on it. I put a different battery on it. You know what I'm doing, right? You know if a wire is disconnected and you kind of wiggle it and it touches by accident, you know, and it just it touched by accident, and it's like a little wiggle. See if it turns on by accident, and you can see like, oh yeah, right here. This is where it disconnected at. Nothing. There's no wiggle. Nothing is given at all. Yeah, nobody's talking. All right, I'm done. I'm officially done. All right, officially. All right. That's it. I'm disappointed, but sometimes it happens like that. All right. If anybody have any clues on this, you want to leave it in the comments, go ahead. And maybe you can point me in the right direction. I would hate to just throw this away, man. I swear. I really would. I would hate to just throw this away. Damn it. But you know what I am wondering though? Imagine if you didn't need like the shift from low to high and all that stuff, right? And all it was hit a button, turn it on, and we eliminated a bunch of crap out of here and just had a little on and off switch. Would that work? You know, like this is a whole lot of communicating. Would it work if it was just like on, off, power, full blast, cut it off? You know, like nobody in the way. There's nobody in the way. Just full blast, full power, on and off. I wonder if that would work. All right, I'll look into that. I'll see you later. Hold on. You guys are like, I don't even know who this guy is. Just looking at him. Peace. I gotta get going. I'm already 15 minutes past. Oh, by the way, before I go, I'm sorry about that. Before I go, I got something for you. I gotta remind people. We have a skateboard that I put up in auction. Okay. I made the skateboard deck with some artwork. Don't go nowhere. Let me show you. I'm trying to get this thing sold. I'm trying to get this sold to support the channel, and I wanna make more. This is a little skateboard deck I painted. You can put on your wall, like nice little decorations, and I'm gonna be making some more. And this is from the Primal collection, from my series of characters that I make, the Primates, and got a little bit of emojis on there. I was just having fun with this. So check it out on eBay, Primal skateboard, and what I'll do is I'll end up putting the link inside of the. It's probably there already. I think the link might be in the description. Let me see if the link is in the description. Let me go check. Hold on. Let me see if the link is in the description. It might be already. Edit description. Skateboard. It is at the very top. The link is in the description. If you want to go and put a bid on it, bid starts at $1. All right, and give it a try. It's cool. All right, give it a try. It helps support what I'm doing here. And that's it. Well, guys, thanks a lot. Lots of love. Don't forget the little parable I gave you. All right, about the 2 seeds. And then we'll go from there, right? You guys stay positive. All right? Treat people well. All right? But don't let people take advantage of you, right? Treat them good. Peace. All right, if you like that episode, guys, please feel free to like, subscribe, share. Go to the GMR Shirts website. Pick up a shirt, a mug, or something, a sweater, a hoodie. All right, you can send a donation to website monroevacuum.com. On the support page, you can buy us a coffee. There are many ways you can do it, but honestly, liking and subscribing and even sharing are ways you can help us out without even spending a dime. Okay, help us keep this channel growing, and we appreciate everybody.